It's time to get to the calls before I get on out of here for the day, the weekend actually. 888-SAS-5303. That's 888-727-5303. Let's go to Kyle in Arizona. You're live with Stephen A. What's up, Kyle? How are you?
I'm doing great, Stephen A. How are you?
Talk to me. What's up?
Outside of Michael Jordan, I'm curious who in your mind would be the greatest Michael in sports history across the board?
Michael. Give me some options, man.
Michael Schumacher, Michael Phelps, Michael Irvin.
I'd have to go with Michael Phelps, his Olympic record. I mean, Michael Irvin's a 3-time Super Bowl champion, and I get that part. But as great as he is, as great as the playmaker was, it's the fact that the Dallas Cowboys wouldn't have won Super Bowls without him. It was Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman on his roster, along with a bevy of other guys. You could say Mike Tyson. That's definitely an option. A former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, youngest heavyweight champion in history. We get all of that. But when you look at the number of Olympic gold medals that Michael Phelps captured, and then you see how Mike Tyson's career waned over the course of a decade, I'd have to say you even have to put Michael Phelps ahead of him. You understand? 23 gold medals.
I love that.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate the call.
Appreciate it.
Let's go to Fernando in Rhode Island. You're live with Stephen A. What's up, Fernando? How are you?
Stephen A., I'm back here with you, talking to you again. First off, hope I can get you on Sports Time HQ as a guest star for my show at any point, hopefully. But my question to you is, Dak Prescott, is he the future for the Cowboys? Because he has not been able to bring them to the Super Bowl yet.
No. Why would you ask that question? He's been in the league over 8 years. He has won 2 playoff games. And he panics like hell in the postseason. You see him shivering? He was shook.
I do.
Oh, no. I mean, listen. Shannon Sharp said it best to me when we were on First Take on ESPN last week. When he was talking about him being the leader on the team and him trying to motivate his teammates, he would say that he would point to them and say, don't let it be you. Don't let it be you. In other words, make sure you ain't the one that messes up. You ain't the one that F's up. You do your job. You make sure that if there's a mistake that cost us something, somebody else made that mistake and not you. Okay? Dak Prescott can't do that to anybody because it's usually him. The interception, the pick six, not being able to stop the bleeding or the momentum from the opposition, that's Dak Prescott. So I'm going to tell you that's what it is.
Should they get a rookie quarterback?
No, I'm not. Listen. I'm not saying that because he's about a $59.4 million cap hit. Obviously, if you leave him where he is, you've got to do something, whether extend him or put some voidable years into the contract, whatever the case may be, you got to work it out. I'm not saying to lose the man because he's still better than most, but understand that Dak Prescott has given us every reason not to believe that he's going to get the job done when it counts. That's not who he has led us to believe. I sincerely hope this offseason, they say he has mental issues and stuff like that. I want to be very clear and very delicate in that. That's a very serious matter. He's obviously had some tragedy in his family. He lost his mom. His brother obviously took his own life. We heard about all of these things. I don't take that lightly. It's very, very serious. I'm not joking about that. But I do think that if people are going to allude to his mental makeup, okay, or how it's compromised in any way, I think he's one of those dudes that need to be spending the off season with a sports psychologist to get his mind right, to brace him for the big moments. Because I think as times get tight, as the pressure mounts, I think it has a catastrophic effect on him. And I'm of the belief that it would be good for him to make sure that he has somebody in his camp that's guiding him mentally to make sure his mind is stable in terms of instead of fluctuating due to pressure. That's what I think Dak Prescott needs more than anything else. He can throw the football, he can run with the football, he can read through defenses, he can go through his progressions. He knows how to play the game of football on an elite level. He just doesn't do it when it counts most. That tells me that's about pressure, when palms get sweaty and asses get tight. And those who are great differ from ones who are good. That's what that tells me.
Appreciate you, Stephen A.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's go to Ross. You're the last caller, live from L.A. What's up, Ross? How are you?
Hey, Stephen A. It's Ross from Los Angeles. I had a quick question about the LeBron James situation that you probably know is developing. There's a lot of rumors swirling around in the NBA circles about him potentially leaving the Lakers in the future to join whatever team drafts his son. And Rich Paul recently tried to dispel and downplay those rumors. But I know that you have a lot of sources within the NBA. What are your thoughts on this situation? Do you believe he will be leaving the Lakers in the near future?
Well, first of all, you can't believe anything that Rich Paul wants to say about LeBron James unless it's what LeBron James wants him to say. That you can believe, that he's saying what LeBron James wants him to say. Rich Paul ain't telling you anything about LeBron James that LeBron James doesn't give him the okay to say. So get that out your way right now. Get that out your mind. Number two, LeBron James, a superstar, no doubt, Mount Rushmore of basketball, four-time champion, four-time league MVP. Here's the flip side. You do get to a point where you have to look at your circumstances and ask yourself what you're playing for. And if LeBron wants another championship, I don't believe it's going to be with the Lakers. I happen to have heard he doesn't want to go anywhere but to New York if he departs from the Lakers. And I'm not saying he should ask for a trade. He should ask to leave the Lakers at this moment. But if you are going to leave, you should want to go with the New York Knicks. 11 picks, first-round picks over the next 7 years, 6 first-round picks in this year's draft and next year's draft combined. If you do the Knicks, you have tradable assets. You have assets that you could give to the Los Angeles Lakers that they desperately need. They don't have draft capital. The Knicks have it. The Knicks are in desperate need of a superstar. The Lakers just won a championship a few years ago. Knicks haven't won one since 1973. If I'm the New York Knicks, I do everything that I can to make this move happen. Everything. And if I'm the Lakers, I listen, because how many teams are going to be able to give you that many draft picks? I definitely listen.